it up.
Come on in and sit down. I got all what you need, and you gon' get it now. I got the Hennessy, that Patron, that good old stuff you like. I'ma be your bartender, I got you. I know we fucking twice, yeah.
You know, we're going to talk about one thing that needs to be talked about because Houston, I think we have a problem. Okay. I think we do. All right. So, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lala Licious, and we are back with another bang. And today we will be discussing, damn, I can't talk. Today we will be discussing anything black, beautiful, cultural, hip hop, of the culture, anything that's in pop culture. But I want y'all to understand this is not a safe space. Any and everybody could get hit, even me. So, you know, in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about, of course, the video. Make sure you give me a like if you like this video. Make sure you comment if you have something to say, because we all have a voice, and I will always love to hear what you have to say about, you know, what I'm talking about in my unpopular theory. But of course, if this is your first time here, Unpopular Theory is me basically giving my opinion on certain subjects or situations going on in pop culture, black culture, and anything of that, okay? Now, today we are talking about, I don't think that this would just boil down to India Arie and Young Miami's freaking single that's actually blowing up and doing very well, might I add, which is speaking on stealing, boosting, you know, scamming, all of the things above that should not be pitched to our children, should not be promoted, right? But let's just talk about it, because she ain't the only one talking about this shit, you know. You have your Cardi B's, you have your JT, her old group mate. You have Sexy Red, oh my God, which is the fucking devil, which is the worst, right? So Nicki, let's not forget about Nicki. The female rappers talk about this kind of shit. I guess with me, I don't know why Young Miami is being singled out, right? But this is also something that needs to be addressed, because black cultural music is very tainted, and it's very, very poisonous to our community and to our children, right? So when is a good time to talk about this? When is a good time to put this at the forefront and say, hey, we should change our ways. We should change what we're saying and what we're promoting. I don't think that that's ever a bad timing, but I think to just single Young Miami out, I feel that might be a little, you know what I mean? But if you didn't notice, Young Miami here to the right is an artist, and she's from a group called City Girls. And she basically rose to fame by talking about stealing, by talking about scamming niggas about out money, tricking, all of that stuff, right? So it's kind of like, now, girl, she been talking about this. Now, to your left is India Arie. India Arie is a soul artist. So basically, she sings about spiritual things as believing in yourself and eating right and da-da-da. So, of course, the two will clash. And India Arie took to social media to talk how she felt about the song. And there was a lot of different backlashes in the community, Trick Daddy being one. You can look up his interview. I didn't want to crop that because to me, he's just so negative in general. Like, bitch, you been rapping about stealing fucking hoes, tricking, eating booty and all that stuff. So if someone has an opinion on something, sit your old ass down, no shade. Like, sit your motherfucking old, dirty, nasty ass down. The shit that you done said, and him and Bootsy can't talk about shit. Okay? You just be quiet. Just listen to what other people saying. No shade. And so I want to play a bit of India Arie, what she has to say about the single. And we're gonna just see, you know, what she's talking about. Is she attacking Young Miami? Is she jealous? Is this truthful? Or is the song really that bad? I mean, what's you guys' opinion?
I've been in the blogs a couple times this last week, and so
I wanted to come and talk about these things. Let's talk about the easy one first. It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. And if you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and hope that it reaches who it's meant to reach. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should boycott. My comment is tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same thing. And there are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course, I have used that power to help some people. And I have traveled around this world twice. And I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world.
Okay, so if you look at this post here, this was a post that India Arie made herself, and the title says here the absurdity. Just so you know what I actually think, I love to speak for myself. So this was followed up with a video, basically opinion that she had on the Young Miami single, and you can go ahead and look it up. The reason why I did not post that specifically is because that is her opinion, right? So my opinion may be different than hers. Your opinion may be different than mine. And thus, that's why this show is called Unpopular Theory, because that's just what it is. My theory, my opinion, my asshole, your asshole, our assholes, bitch. We all got assholes and we shit out of them. Okay, so what I eat won't make you shit and vice versa, right? So in her first video, she was saying that, to sum it up, because you can go watch it, it was a very, very lovely video because it made so much sense. So much sense. She's very much a spiritual being, right? I am too. I'm a very, very spiritual person, right? So I believe in, for lack of a better term, I believe in love over money, right? I believe in things that you cannot touch, the things that aren't physical over the physical, if that makes sense. So I think things are more important that you cannot, the things that you can take with you is love, memories when you die. You can't take money, right? You get what I'm coming from. I'm that type of girl. She is too. But of course, those opinions doesn't resonate with everyone, right? So in her video that she made, she was basically speaking on how she felt about the single. And there was one point that she made, and when she made the point, I was like, oh, when she said music is a frequency, and it is. Music is a frequency. I don't know if y'all know about MK Ultra. That is a mind control tactic. So we can go really deep, but I don't want to go really deep in this video right now. If you guys want a part 2 about MK Ultra and just mind control and how the CIA affected the Black community with music and frequencies, we can do that. But not in this one, because I'll be, I got ADHD, girl, and I'll be every motherfucking well. But she spoke about music and its frequency, and music is a frequency, and it controls you. It controls how you love, and it influences how you love. It influences how you think. It influences what you do in a day-to-day base. It's a controlled mind. It will alter your mind. Now, whether you believe that or not, that is a fact. That is a scientific fact that music is a frequency. Music influences what you do, how you think, your thought process, okay? So she has a fact in that, okay? So where I clash with this type of music is with children. Like, bitch, listen to what you want to listen to as adult. Eat what you want to eat as adult. Do what you want to do as adult. But when you influence children, that is where you cross the line with me, because children are innocent, right? They don't know any better. So what you feed them is what they will take, what they intake, what they will digest is what you feed them. And to not speak up about this in this time, in this age, with all of what's going on, I feel as if you don't say anything, you are a part of the problem. And I feel like that's where India Arie is by saying, if I don't speak up and no one else is, then I'm a part of the issue. I'm a part of the problem, right? So my issue is with this music is with the children. Now, you motherfuckers can listen to it. Like I said, you can eat McDonald's every day. You can eat greasy food every day. Don't feed that to your children. They don't know no better. Shame on you. Shame on motherfucking you, right? But again, to the other flip of the coin, devil's advocate. Y'all know I love to play that. India, where were you, babes? Nikki been saying some crazy shit too for years. You know what I'm saying? India, where were you when the bitch I said, Sexy Red, been saying weird ass, crazy ass shit, gonorrhea lip gloss and herpes lip gloss. She naming all this shit, discharge. Like, the type of music Sexy Red comes out with is the most harmful music, and the kids are singing that too. The kids are singing that too. No shade. And you motherfuckers always saying, what about the children? What about the children? That is influencing the children. Okay? You have an agenda. Me living my truth is an agenda, but you bitches don't even worry about what the fuck y'all kids are eating. You niggas not worry about what the fuck y'all kids are eating or watching on YouTube, or who's watching your children. Get out my face, ho. I'm not no role model for you or your children, so watch your motherfucking kids, okay? That's with respect, because my nieces and nephews, best believe I check in on them. What are they doing? Who are they doing it with? Are you working? Are you not working? What's the tea? Are you saving up? You know? So if we're going to be about something and we're going to stand for something, stand for it. And don't pick and choose. Like, what's up? Because if you think I'm influencing your child by me just walking through Walmart, picking up some ground turkey to make some motherfucking tacos at nighttime, or some motherfucking avocados to make me some sauce to put with my salsa, and you think I'm influencing your child, but you're letting your child sing this type of song, I'm not going to take you serious, and no one takes you serious. And this is what I'm talking about. And this is why these episodes are important for me to talk to my community. But these type of conversation will be for my people, for my community, because these are our issues, okay? And these are things that we need to take care of, my people. We need to adjust these things. We need to face these things. Hip hop culture, rap culture, this side of black culture is tainted. It is poisonous. And until we have a conversation about this, we will be in a never-ending loop. So this needs to be discussed. So again, what about the children? What's going on? You know, something caught my attention when I was scrolling on X. And this young lady came up, this content creator came up, and she was talking about the new age music and the music back when, you know, when we was growing up, because she's got to be around the same age as me. And the early 2000s, the music was not like this. The early 90s, of course, right? The music wasn't like this also in the 80s, right? I mean, that's, of course, a given. But what was special about when I was growing up in the early 2000s was we had a major filtered scene. What we had as children was separated totally from adults. We had different channels only for us. That was not a space for adults. We had shows and channels for adults that was not for us and that we were not able to watch. But you have to understand also the parenting style has changed. It has changed. And not only has that changed, the internet has put forth of a lot of things that are plastered in front of your children's face easily, right? So it takes more parental control to tell your children what they can watch and can't watch, and also have more hands-on with your children. And if you're not that kind of adult or parent that, I won't say don't give a fuck about your child, because I feel like that's fucked up to say, but if you're not really a hands-on type of parent, your children could be influenced in the horrible and the worst ways possible. The worst way possible. Your children, look at Roblox, look at Fortnite, look at Snapchat, all this stuff, right? I personally don't think children should be on Snapchat alone. I personally don't think children should be unattended playing Fortnite. I feel like you should check in your children playing Fortnite and also Roblox. But if you was to think about it, these are predominantly for children also. For instance, TikTok. At one point, TikTok was mostly a children's app. Like, let's just keep it funky. It mostly was. But of course, again, the internet is easily to kind of mix and mingle the two on accident. I don't think it's purposely done that way, but it just is easily to mix. And again, it is because of the internet. The internet has combine two worlds as one. If you ask me, that is my total opinion. But also it's the parenting. Like, come on now. Let's be fucking for real. For instance, when I was younger, we had Disney Channel, we had Cartoon Network, we had like Nick at Night. Nick at Night was even in your preteens with you growing up. So we had shows. We had, I don't know if y'all remember, we had the Dare commercials, and we had the Dare people at school. We had to take DARE classes to promise not to smoke weed and do drugs and use protection. And we had sexual ed class, all this stuff we had. And now it's just all that stuff just disappeared. So I honestly feel like also as adults and parents, and us being the new age parents, did we fuck up with that? Did we not keep that going? Like, was that our fault? Was this just right? So it's kind of like you kind of have to think about a lot of stuff, right? Because nowadays we are the new parents, But anyways, back to what I was saying about the early music. We had music that was just for us. We had music that had no cuss words. We had music that was strictly for our age. We had people that we saw on stage that looked like us, was our same age. Now you have kids going to concerts, Nicki Minaj concerts, and they're 6 and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I specifically remember one thing, and this is why I say it is the parenting style, because there are still people who grew up like me that still raises their kids how we was raised. So don't get it twisted, okay? They're still out there. There are still great parents. And you know what? Parenting doesn't have a manual, right? Being a great mom and being a great dad, it doesn't come with a manual book. So kudos to all of the parents out there. And I'm not bashing parents at all. But what I'm saying is nowadays, if you are a parent, you should be more hands-on with your child, period. That's just it. Because there's so much grabbing at your child. When I was younger, there was a lot of things that my mom did not allow us to do. She didn't allow us to spend the night over other people's house that much. They had to come to our house. She didn't let us eat anybody's food, baby. My mama didn't let us. You know how people used to go outside and go into other people's house? She didn't let us do that. She didn't let us ride off with other people or go. She was, and I wouldn't say she was a strict parent. She was hands-on, period. I never forget my mama, when we was younger, we was coming out, she said, y'all not allowed to close them doors in my house. And me and my brother was like, babe, what is wrong with her? As a child, we looking like, damn, she's strict or whatever. But just to come think of it, man, these kids shutting them doors, looking at this and doing this and building this and sneaking out the window, sneaking people in. You don't know what's going on. But when I tell you my mama didn't play, she says, don't shut no damn doors in my house. I don't know what you could be doing in there. You can be building a bomb, all I know. And we used to laugh at her building a bomb. But hell, you look at some of these children, they is in there building bombs and coming outside with AK-47, shooting their parents and cutting their mama heads off and walking out. It is some shit going on. So this reminded me of my childhood, like B2K, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Aaron Carter, Soulja Boy, Avril Lavigne, Christina Aguilera, Chris Brown, Sammy, Cheetah Girls, all of this stuff is a part of my beautiful childhood, and it shaped me to think how I think, right? Because of the music is a frequency, it shaped me to love how I love, right? It shaped me into the adult I am. Not saying that that raised me, but that had an influence on me because of the music. And so now this new age music, quote unquote, the toxic rappers, has a hold on to our children and us. Shit, a lot of us, we stuck on it too. You know, but again, if you're an adult and you want to listen to this bullshit, listen to it. You feel what I'm saying? But the truth is the truth. And again, this has to be talked about. And when will be a good time to talk about this? When is a good time to face facts, right? To face the truth. There is no perfect time to do that, if you was to ask me. Okay, so this does need to be talked about. So I am happy that India Arie brought that up, and I am happy that she made it a hot topic to discuss. You know, not to mention, you know, everybody know with bad comes good and good comes bad. Let's keep it a buck. Hell, she helped promote Young Mind Be Single, if you ask me. Hell, some people ain't even know about the song until she mentioned it. Now they bumping it, you know, but that's just within the nature, you know. Also with Young Miami, you know, the P. Diddy thing, that didn't make her look too good. So it's like scamming ass niggas, 50, 100, all this stuff. But it's like you was in the P. Diddy case. You know, you was basically bringing the prostitutes to P. Diddy, as they say, you know, allegedly, you know, and all this. So you was basically his prostitute or his hoe, whatever. I don't know. Okay. And so all of that just don't look good nowadays. What are we doing? What the fuck is going on? You know? But, you know, my thought process and my unpopular theory just about all of this is parents. Keep, for lack of a better term, like the old people say, keep your hands on your children. Be hands-on. See what they doing. Hell, if they close that room door, tell them don't close it. Hell, make them feel like they don't got that much privacy. Hell, so they don't do, I don't know. You know, be whatever parenting style that you know is best, be the best parent that you can be. But the main thing that you can do is be hands-on with your child to know what they are doing, to know how they're thinking, to just know about their mental health. Their mental health is important too. Children are just little people. Respect them. Understand them. Don't let them raise themselves, because if something happened, that falls on you. Like the old saying used to say, until a child is 13, you are responsible for their sins and whatever and all and everything they do, and up to 13. After 13, then their sins are on them. So let me know if this episode resonated with you. Let me know your opinion on the Young Miami single. Do you like it? Is it popping? Because no shade. Now, I know I be bumping it. 20, 150K. But it not bad. Bitch, I ain't gonna lie to you. I be bumping it too, okay? But that's just the flesh image. I be having to shake a little ass or two now, a little butt cheek or two now. Stop playing with me. But, you know, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the single. Let me know your thoughts on India Arie's opinions. Do you feel the same way as she feeling? Is it that serious? Do you not think it's that serious? Should she just leave Young Miami alone and let the girl just live because Cardi and the other girls are living? Like, what's up? But until the next episode, thank you so much, J Babies, for coming back and seeing about me. I love you so much. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and take care of your mental health. Because if you don't love yourself, who the fuck else want to love you? Think about that. Hell, if you don't love your own self, it's why I want to love you. Hell. So keep drinking y'all water, put y'all cocoa butter on, take care of y'all skin. And until next time, love your peace and hair grease. Bye.